Who doesn't know Ernie Hudson, an American actor from Ghostbusters and The Crow? And yes, ladies, he also played an important part in your favorite sitcom, Desperate Housewives. It's remarkable how young you look.
Oh, young?
You're 65, aren't you?
No, that's well, I'll be 62 in December.
Well,
I forget everybody knows. It's all over the internet now. You can't lie about your age anymore.
Compare your photo, maybe one wrinkle, but
well, you know, life goes on. It's all good.
Well preserved.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, it's all about living good and and laughing a lot. Yeah.
My first question, of course, your most famous character is Ghostbusters. There are a lot of rumors about a third Ghostbusters. What have you heard about it?
Well, I've been hearing about it. I hear about it from the fans a lot, but I haven't heard anything officially from the studio, and to me, that's the only important thing.
Yeah.
But so far, yeah, no, I haven't heard. I was approached to do a Ghostbuster video game.
Yes.
And so I know that's coming up, and that's real. But I read on the internet where Danny Aykroyd said they were going to do something in CGI. A couple of the fans today came up and said they heard something about a movie happening, but I've been hearing that for 20 years.
But you will be providing the official voice for the video game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
the video game. Yeah, that's a definite. And we were supposed to do it at the end of the summer, but it got pushed back, I think, to January. But I know it's coming out within the next year.
It's really important for the fans that the original voices are back. It's a big.
Yeah, and I think all the guys are back.
Yeah.
I hear all the guys are back, including Bill Murray. That's what I hear. So.
Yeah, that's a difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah, Bill is he's the the independent one. So.
There's an internet phenomenon right now. You may not have heard of it, but it's not important. He's called the Angry Video Game Nerd, and he's reviewing all the old Nintendo and Atari games.
Okay.
Which, of course, includes Ghostbusters, because there was a game made of it. And in his film, he rants about the fact that you're absent from these games. It's a shame. There are 3 characters from the movie, all white guys, and you are always missing. Have you ever heard anything about it? That's really strange.
Well, I haven't heard, but I'm not really surprised. I mean, when the movie came out, the character was missing from the first poster. But you're dealing with the studio system, so there's certain things I feel I can't control. So all I really say is I'm not really surprised. I think when the studios feel it's to their advantage, they'll add the character, and when it's not, they don't. But I know nothing's done out of kindness.
But it's a shame, isn't it? Because you're one of the most popular characters in the Ghostbusters franchise.
Yeah.
And still, you're missing an action from the video game.
That's true. But then we look at the movies too. I mean, the original script, I came in the very beginning, and I was throughout the whole movie. But then just before we started shooting, the character was taken out of the whole first half of the movie.
Do you believe in UFOs, astral projections, mental telepathy, ESP, clairvoyance, spirit photography, telekinetic movement, full trance mediums, the Loch Ness Monster, and the theory of Atlantis?
If there's a steady paycheck in it, I'll believe anything you say.
And then in the second movie, he was taken out from the whole first half of the movie. So I kind of go, whatever. I'm just,
Finally, this time you'll be making an appearance in the new video game, so...
In the new video game, but then...
Justice will be done.
Well, you hope, but then, unless you have some kind of control, which I don't, you never know what's going to come out. So I never really... at the end of the day, it really ultimately doesn't matter to me personally. No, it doesn't. It would be great because I think everybody kind of benefits if we sort of reflect the world the way it is. But truth is, some people want to project a different idea of what So anyway, we can go on and on and on. No, it's
I find it quite disturbing.
Well, what I find is that the more you sort of dwell on it, the worse it gets, and at some point you kind of got to go, you know what, I'm sure in somebody's mind it makes sense. It doesn't make sense in my mind, but and so if they're, but I'm fine, yeah, and thank God I don't need that to be to be happy and to have a good experience. The key for me in this life experience is to have a great time.
It's the right set of mind.
You know, I mean, we're not here forever.
No.
So you might as well enjoy the trip.
Indeed.
You know, and all the stuff you really get worked up and emotional about, and it doesn't really mean a whole lot anyway.
Do you have any memories of the late Brandon Lee? Well.
Yeah, no, Brandon had been a friend for about 6 years before we did the movie, and was a great guy. You know, finally getting his life on track, and then this thing happened, and it's very unfortunate because he was a wonderful young man. He was a wonderful actor. The movie shows that, but.
Were you on set the day it happened?
No, I wasn't. We had dinner 2 nights before, and my wife's brother passed away unexpectedly, and we flew back for that service. And when I got back, I heard Brandon.
So it was a real emotional.
It was an awful time. It was an awful time. In fact, I took the movie No Escape, shooting in Australia, just to get away. I just really needed to get away after that. It was a dark period in my life, you know.
I don't know if they've told you, but there's a charity going on. It's called Make-A-Wish.
Right.
And some children, when they're ill or diseased.
Sure, I know the foundation.
Well,
yeah.
and just what would your wish be? Suppose you're anonymous, you're sick, and you get one wish before you might die or you might get better. What would your wish be if Mr. Hudson could make one wish?
I can make one wish before I pass away.
Yeah, just one final good time, quality time with something or someone.
God, I can't even imagine. I mean, I can't even. The final wish, to sort of sit at sunrise with my wife and. Just that'd be about it.
Just family is always the most important.
Yeah, but especially my wife. I have 4 sons. It'd be great if they're there too. But my wife and I, we've journeyed together for 31 years, and she's my best friend. And
your soulmate.
You know, yeah, I think you know, and I believe this whole life is forever. But certainly would be leaving this particular manifestation. And yeah, I can't imagine. I've been blessed. I've had everything I can imagine I've ever wanted, and so I don't. You know, there's nothing I really sit back and wish I had done or wish I had.
No real regrets.
No regrets. No regrets.
You did it your way, as Frank Sinatra.
Totally.
Would say.
That's right. Yeah. You know, and not that it was anything really spectacular, but I've had a great time, and yeah. Been good.
One final question, maybe to the camera. Do you have anything to say to the volunteers of Make-A-Wish, these people who do without any financial gain? They help these children in need. Maybe a few words of encouragement to these volunteers?
Sure, yeah, no, I think it's so important that we reach out to each other and that we make a difference, because ultimately the gift that we give is the gift we give to ourselves. And I think that's the real healing that takes place in the world, and it's a world that really needs healing. So I commend anyone who really gives, and so, you know, congratulations and thank you for making the difference.
Ms. Hudson, thank you.
Dude, thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Great, yeah, no, the pleasure's mine. Yeah.